Sean Diddy Combs is in some serious hot water, arrested on federal charges in New York. And then we'll jump into some fiery local politics where Cliff Hughes is calling out the PNP for celebrating none other than Vybz Kartel at their latest conference. All right, let's get into it. So, what's the deal with Diddy? Well, the 54-year-old hip-hop mogul was arrested on September 16th in Manhattan. Now, this wasn't just some random thing. Apparently, federal authorities have been on his case for months. They've even raided his properties in LA and Miami, all tied to a bigger investigation. His attorney, Mark Agnifilo, is standing by him, though. He says Diddy is an innocent man, and they're ready to fight these charges. But here's the thing, the charges? Still unspecified. There's a lot of buzz that it's linked to some really serious stuff, sex trafficking and other big-time offenses. And get this, Diddy was expecting to get arrested but didn't know when it would happen, so he recently relocated. Days before his arrest, there was even a video of him casually mingling with people. I mean, can you imagine? He'll be in court within 48 hours, and everyone's holding their breath to see how this plays out. What do you think? Is Diddy innocent? Or is there more to this story? Do you think he'll be able to fight these charges and clear his name? Now, switching gears, let's talk about the PNP and Cliff Hughes going off about their decision to celebrate Vybz Kartel at a conference. Cliff Hughes didn't hold back, y'all. He blasted the People's National Party, saying they're politically desperate because they've been out of power for 2 terms. They're doing whatever they can to stay relevant, and apparently, that includes putting Kartel front and center. I mean, the man is a convicted felon, and Hughes is saying, how can they hail a man of questionable character as a hero? Now, Hughes did give some credit to Mark Golding, the PNP leader, but said the party's leadership is too inexperienced and called out everyone for not having the guts to stand up and say, no, this isn't right. He even replayed an old interview where Peter Bunting, another PNP leader, called Kartel the poster child for negative elements in Jamaican culture. But, according to Hughes, no one in the party had the courage to speak up this time. Do you think the PNP made a huge mistake by aligning with Kartel? Is this a smart political move, or will it backfire in the long run?
It's all about what's trending now on the timeline with Honeybee. There she goes.
Good afternoon, Cliff. How are you today?
I'm alive and well.
Looking rather dapper.
Yes, yes.
Good, thanks. How was your weekend?
Very good.
Yes?
Very good.
You did attend the PNP conference?
No.
Oh, you did busy?
I was monitoring it.
Oh, you was monitoring it. Yeah, you're not there, but you're there.
Yeah, man.
Well, definitely PNP is trending. Yes,
For
man.
several reasons.
For several reasons. Can I tell you? I mean, in the sphere of entertainment, believe you me, the star power was fully out for them.
I see, apart from Kartel,
yes,
Popcorn was there.
Popcorn was there, you understand? And of course, they had, Richard Corey there. Listen, it was vibes. Absolute vibes. I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of people don't go there to listen to anything, They just go there for just the feeling of being in the space and the festivities and, to see the people who are coming out and the little catchphrases and the buzzwords and the so and so and the food and the so. Yes, that is it. All right, so of course, as you know, Vybz Kartel was there. In fact, Vybz Kartel was all over the place on Sunday. He did make quite a few appearances. He was, as we said, at the PNP's conference, yes, alongside, as I said, Maroon Chief Richard Curry. Let us throw to that. We do have a clip for you guys here. Now, according to the PNP, he stopped by and they just couldn't help themselves. Allegedly. of course, Richard Curry, he gave his endorsement. For Marky G. I was like, yes, sir. I want him get that name there. Listen. Okay. Anyway, so Vybz Kartel, the next stop for him was Digital Rising Stars. I don't know if you saw that.
Yes, I heard about that too.
Yeah, where he was a guest judge. And then his final stop was inside Club Mecca for Dolly Sundays. I don't know if you know that event.
No.
Dolly Sundays. You understand? And yeah, the people them can catch a fire. Cliff, I don't know what it is. You understand? Let's start. I think Nora, do we have a clip for Digital Rising Stars? Just a picture of him there. All right. Okay. Let's throw to the one from Dolly Sundays. The short snippet, you can see him learning drip. Wycliffe, you're better than him. 10 times. You can't dance. No, sir. Listen, yes. It's just been a bag of excitement and so on. It's interesting, you see, as we know, when it comes to politics and it comes to campaigning, getting with the people who are trending and the people who have the ears of the people. It's just the sort of thing that you do, you know what I mean, to get yourself ahead and to sort of, you know what I mean, what would I say now, let people look at you in a way that's favorable and want to vote for you and all these things, as we know, you know. But Miss No, so you're not like that, you don't look like it, you're not like it at all.
I have issues.
You have issues. Then go on and talk to me.
I said it this morning, yeah. We're just sending the wrong signals to the country. I think of the members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force who know what they have to contend with the criminals out there. Yeah. Can you find a clip with Owen Ellington, the former Commissioner of Police? Yeah. And I think of the mothers or the elder siblings without parents in the home and trying to keep the young 13, 14-year-old, 15-year-old boys away from the gangs, what they're struggling with when the society is sending this signal that it's okay. Yeah. It's cool. Yeah? How do they push back and say, no, it's not cool. It's wrong. Yeah? And we are a society that is probably a study in contradictions.
Definitely, absolutely. For every single parent, you know what I mean, it is so very important for you to ensure that you have your household under a certain level of control, in that you are having these discussions with your or your children, that you are ensuring that their upbringing, and their values and the way they see things is not just influenced by what's happening in the media or what's happening, you know, with the different political parties or just what society is trying to tell you, but you have to have in your home some standard, and discussions, fear and broad discussions, because it's very important for us as a people not to be hypocritical about this thing here, and not to, because there are a lot of people out there who still very much, as we can see, love Vybz Kartel, and they have to be honest with that and to look at that
and believe every word he says.
Yes. And to be able to look at that and say, okay, can these two ideas coexist? Yeah. Can we say that, okay, here's a man who, you know, was charged for this, who was, you know, eventually set free, but, you know what I mean, has this sort of influence, doesn't have a necessarily, you know, great track record in terms of what he portrays or the music he sings.
And what he has come to symbolize.
Or what he symbolizes. But, you know what I mean? Like it's very important.
Here's that clip I told you about with the former Commissioner of Police and others talking about what they're up against.
Vybz Kartel led a gang which was responsible for well over 100 murders. And we have been telling the country this for a long, long time. Vybz Kartel led a gang which was responsible for well over 100 murders. And we have been telling the country this for a long, long time.
National Security Minister Peter Bunting says convicted dancehall entertainer Vybz Kartel has dedicated his skills to advancing an evil agenda.
Kartel, to my mind, he is the poster child of what I consider to be the negative elements in our popular culture. His songs and his music advocate violence. It advocates disrespect for women. It advocates skin bleaching. So it essentially devalues our whole identity as a people. I mean, there's hardly anything positive that you can find.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But where was Mr. Bunting yesterday? Nowhere to be seen.
We said no, we are missing.